Alright, what's going on YouTube? Wanted to do a walk around of my 2019 Honda Civic Si. It's kind of my daily driver slash build car. Nothing too extreme, but I wanted to keep it clean and do everything right. So we'll do a quick walk around. I just got it detailed. Ceramic coated with the two-stage coating, so it keeps pretty clean and looks really good. So we'll start from the outside here. From the ceramic coating, we also do a sealer every 3 months, so it keeps it hydrophobic. Starting in the front on mods, we did the Type R badges. These were from the dealer, had these put on, so pretty much came with it. We have the Hfp Front Lip. Since this is an HFP car, a real HFP car, not just some of the pieces. This actually has the HFP suspension, side skirts, and all the other accessories, including the wheels. So I had the badges put on too. Going from there, we just installed the Unity Performance touring style headlights, LED, and then the Mirimoto fogs. And those are awesome. They have sequential turn signals, full LED setup, very bright, looks good at night. So that's how those look. Moving to the side, we did do smoked marker lights. And then we have the HFP wheels. We're still running on the stock brakes, but eventually get those done. Running the Michelin Pilot Super Sports. Best tire I've used so far, about 40,000 miles in the car and 20,000 miles on these tires, and they still do very well. I suppose I'll see around 30,000 with the way I rotate and everything. So really happy with those. And then moving on, we did the chrome delete. So it's all matte black. Get rid of that ugly chrome. We also tinted the car, so it's got 5% in the rear. It's ceramic tint, which blocks out a lot of the heat and UV. We did 35% in the front and just a strip across the top, because I am California and didn't want to go too dark on the front. So that's the stuff up here. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the HFP kit, got the badging, the side skirt, which is a lot more pronounced, comes out, kind of provides more downforce supposedly. So there's another view of the HFP wheels. Those are 19-inch. Spinning into the rear, we also have the other badge, again, dealer installed. All the other badging, including the HFP. So that's Honda Factory Performance Package. And I got the Civic Si license plate covers just to kind of go with it. We also did the Yanaka Performance Exhaust, and I just had that polished up. So it looks pretty nice. 3-tip exhaust. I think I still want to adjust it and pull it up a little bit. It hangs a little bit low, but otherwise I really love the sound of that. It's nothing too much, but it's got a nice deep tone. Doesn't have any rasp, so I'm liking it. So as far as outside goes, that's pretty much everything. Some of the performance stuff would be like the rear motor mount, PRL intake. So we'll show you guys that under the hood in a second. I don't have the under hood detailed as much as the outside right now, but I'll still show you. While I'm out here, I will show you the stereo system I have. This is primarily what I do on my YouTube channel, so I had to outfit the car with something. So these are a pair of DC Audio Level 3 10s with matching dust caps, a carbon fiber red and chrome overlay, and Gately Audio enclosure. So I'm actually a dealer for all these brands, so if you're into audio and want a little bit of a hookup, go ahead and visit my website, jeepandbase.com. That's what my channel is about primarily. Got the wiring there. The lighting isn't the best, but get an idea of how that looks. Oh, pretty loud setup. So that's what's in the trunk, and now we might as well move towards the inside. So moving inside, we're greeted with the HFP floor mats. These are about 2 years old now, and they're getting a little bit trashed. So they do clean up still, but they probably end up getting replaced at some point. We did the decals on the door sills. SI seats still holding up pretty well. The only area would be right here where you slide in and out. It's starting to get a little bit fuzzy, but it's not really that bad at all. So, moving in, steering wheel, got the SI decal, the red badge on the front horn. I also wrapped these to kind of match. So this is all that same vinyl. I'm also going to do it right here and across there. So it all matches really clean. We have shifter knob and shift kit. Also have a K-tuner V1.2. It hides down there, and I did Bluetooth to the head unit. So we might as well start it and show you that real quick. Also using a dash cam. I'll put the stuff in the description, what model number and brand it is. I seem to like this one pretty well. It also has a rear cam. So here's the head unit, it's still stock and everything. Wired the sub up to the factory woofer, and I'm using an audio control LC2i to get signal to that to the subs. But I will show you the K-tuner app, kind of what it looks like once I get it going. Take a second to boot up. And type or the sport mode, lights the dash up a little more red. And this is the K-tuner app, so it's going to give me readouts on several things, and it's fully customizable to match the car as best as it can. So that's what we got going on there. The Yanaka exhaust is pretty quiet until you get going. It has a little bit of a rumble to it, but no rasp. So it's good. So what we'll do is show you the amplifier setup for the subs. It's also got red LED lights in here just to kind of give it accent. So if I fold the seats down, you can see my amplifier right here. DC Audio 2000 watt amp, sky high OFC wiring, so this is the best quality you can get. Also wrapped carbon fiber on it to kind of match everything. Give you an idea of how simple the setup is, and that's what I got going for substage. There's a video on my channel showing it playing. It's pretty violent, way more than most people will need, but again, that's what I wanted to do, so I had to have something pretty cool in here. I guess the last area will be the under the hood. Again, here's those headlights with the DLRs going. It is a little bit of a noisy engine because it's direct injection, so it naturally makes a lot more noise, a little bit of ticking, but that's normal. Like I said, it's not fully detailed right now, but it's fairly clean. So to support the aftermarket subs, got an upgraded battery and wiring up here. Parallel fold down, steering moto crossbar. I also have steering moto, I believe it's steering moto rear sway bar. Might be wrong on that. So that helped a lot. We've got the decals, just kind of give it some character up here. And then the PRL race intake with the race map housing. And soon, hopefully, get this section upgraded as soon as PRL releases that intake piece, and should be good. Another thing I forgot was we also have the upgraded intercooler from 27.1. so it helped a lot. And this is running the Fearable Stage 1 tune right now, and I mix about a gallon of ethanol per tank because California's got 91 octane fuel, and that helps keep the knot count down, and it performs pretty well in pretty much any temperature and any way of driving. We're still on stock clutch, so I would say that's pretty much a limiting factor of power for these cars. So next thing, we'll likely be doing a clutch and then going to an ethanol tune, some E85, and mixing it down to about E35, and hopefully wake the car up. Another thing I just remembered was I did a set of wheel spacers. We got 20mm on the front, 25mm in the rear, just so I can utilize my stock HFP rims and get the stance I wanted. I don't plan to lower the car, as it does have the HFP suspension. That's the adaptive dampener system, and I don't really want to change how that operates, and I don't mind the stance. It's a little bit misleading. It's on the uphill side, so it looks taller, and if we come around to the downhill side, it looks a little shorter. You can kind of see when it's sitting on flat ground, it's more like this side, so it looks good enough to me. This car is also fully loaded, so I have pretty much every single option, except for some of the dumb things like the little bumper guard that they have for the side door. That stuff I didn't really want, but it has the full LED accent lights inside, you know, HFP kit, everything. So it's pretty fully loaded. Pretty rare. I've never seen another HFP car in person, but I've seen several Type Rs. And from what I've researched through the forums and everything, it seems like the HFP cars are probably more rare than the Type Rs. So that's something I can kind of be proud of, since I didn't quite bite the bullet for a Type R. But I really like the SI. It's a fun car, gets good mileage. And 40,000 miles later, I'm still in love with this car, and I would definitely recommend one. And of course, this is a coupe, and I guess the coupes are going out of style, so they won't have these in the future, I hear, but at least I got this one and I can enjoy it. So some other mods will be, of course, doing the clutch, going to ethanol, maybe even upgrading these garnishes on the front to the 2020. They have a little bit of a different look. And then this still needs a down pipe and a front pipe, so it's got stock down pipe, front pipe. I'm still debating on that because I really don't want this to make too much noise and be an annoyance. I want it to be more of a sleek, kind of sleeper style vehicle, so the exhaust is kind of on the limit of the noise I want to make out of this thing, but again, it's not that bad, so we'll see. Eventually too, I want to upgrade the front stage speakers. I'm still running stock on stock amplifier, and they do have a hard time keeping up with the subwoofers. So eventually we'll be upgrading these, getting them on amplifier, and that'll be a video I'll be putting on the channel at some point. Likely doing the Audio Dynamics 4000 series components up here, and figuring out some way to do a front stage with the center speaker, and do what I can with the rear on a processor or something to really get the sound correct and deal with the factory stereo. So yeah, that is a tour and kind of a long walk around of the vehicle. I really love it. Again, this is just a walk around and kind of showing you what I got. And if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them best as I can. And hopefully this car inspires some of you to do stuff to your car. So I really love this thing, and anyone who owns one of these pretty much loves them too. So anyway, we'll call that a wrap. Get one last shot of how nice the ceramic coating is, and I do recommend anyone to do ceramic coating. It really improves how quickly you can wash, how clean it stays. It's not a perfect thing. You still can get little chips couple rock chips. You can still get water spotting, but it does make it a lot better protected and look nicer. So do your research on that. But anyway, call that a wrap. Hope you guys like the video. Like, subscribe, share. And if you're into audio, go check out the rest of the channel or my website, jeepandbase.com.